Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you have had a great week. I've had a fantastic week with a capital F, fan freaking tastic. But it's been damn well exhausting. Like, I can't even lie to you. I'm so ready to veg out this weekend and just spend time with the family and catch up on the rest of this house of cards that I am tardy to the party for. So before I even continue, House of Cards is some filthy goodness. Filthy. So filthy. But I love something that is filthy good. It's great. And for whatever reason, I just haven't jumped on it prior to last weekend. But it's awesome. So I'm right towards the end of season one, and so I suspect by this weekend I'll be up to season two. But just a great show. So whatever, that's my random aside. But in any event, great week. Few little lessons that I wanted to kind of share, and then I'll get into what's new on the blog and what's going on with the business and all that jazz. So it is indeed Women's History Month, and the way that I'm choosing to commemorate the month is not necessarily in looking backwards, although there is something very profound and necessary in terms of understanding who and how things were pioneered in the past. I'm choosing to commemorate by, taking steps forward to improve the position of women, in only the way that I can, whether it's through thought leadership and sharing, little tidbits and nuggets that I've learned along the way, through my Periscope shows and obviously here, or developing instances, events, workshops that can help women take one step forward. So that's where I'm coming from with this. So in any event, this week I had the pleasure, and good fortune of, being able to kind of negotiate deals and things like that for my business. And, as a business owner, and I've said this on many different platforms before, it's always just kind of been inherent where I just would hear an offer, ingest it, and not even ingest it, just take it for what it was and hop on it as though it was the best thing since sliced bread, without even thinking about whether the opportunity and the remuneration was even worth my time or worth my expertise. And, I don't alone struggle with this. I've spoken to other women and I understand that this is a woman thing. So, I'm certainly sure there's some women that excel at this, but I think by and large we all struggle with, being paid our due. I mean, for God's sakes, we've been underpaid for however long, and we're still talking about pay equity issues in 2016, but I digress. But that said, it's so important to stand up for yourself, to ensure that the work that you do, and what you bring to the table is properly, compensated for. And it's not comfortable for us to take those leaps or to, ask for more, ask for our worth, kind of honor our worth, but you must do it. And so, I've been increasingly doing this as I learn more, as men mentors and even some women mentors have spoken to me about, their own struggles with it and what they do. I continue to learn. But this week I was proud of me. Proud of me because I didn't take things just because they were offered to me. I took what I felt was worth my time, a fair matchup for my expertise, and I asked for what I know my time is worth. And this is something that I'm going to continue to talk about and continue to try to drill home for women. I mean, we've got to honor our worth. There's a statistic actually that I share in this week's blog, which is called 3 Reasons Why Companies Should Be Creating Pathways Back to Work for Moms. And the statistic is that I believe it's 40% of households with children under 18 years of age have a mother or woman in the home who is either the primary or sole provider of income. So if we can't, somehow stand up for ourselves and ask for what we want, or let's just go back a second, if we don't even know, have not taken the time to calculate what our time is worth, how can we provide for our families? 40%, that's almost half of all families that have children, young children, that is under 18, have a woman that's in the house that is either the breadwinner or a primary source of income for the household. So it's a skill for us that we need to bone up on. And if it's something that you think you'd be interested in a more intimate environment, through an e-course or something, it's something I'm certainly thinking of developing. Pop something in the comments and just let me know. Raise your hand, tell me, yes, this is something that I'm interested in, because I have gotten a lot of feedback about it over the years. I know what I've struggled with over the years. I have cheated myself out of a lot of money. I'll save the dollar amount for when I create the e-course, but I've cheated myself out of lots of money as a result of not, one, being a negotiator, and 2, not honoring what I know I should be paid for the work that I do. So it's so true when people say that when you take a leap of faith to do something that you've never done before, that the universe will honor you. They will honor you, and they will make sure you receive what it is that you're trying to get. And this week, I truly was favored by the universe in that what I asked for, I got, and what I didn't get, I've also learned that that's not for me, and that's fine too. And that's just another lesson that I've learned along my entrepreneurial journey. So there's my spiel about that. Get your coins, lady. You got a coin purse? Get your coins. That's what I'm talking about. So as I mentioned, on the blog, I have this article, obviously, 3 reasons why companies should be welcoming moms back to work or creating pathways for moms back to work. And in the article, I basically discuss, 3, in my mind, 3 compelling reasons why they need to be cognizant of getting moms back to work. For me, the overall reason that this needs to happen is so many employers and even practitioners are on this whole bandwagon of the talent war and the talent shortage, and how very little people they have to pick from for all the many positions that they have open. And while I don't disagree with that sentiment, I just am not, I don't feel, nervous about us running out of talent, in the sense that I have sat in an HR seat and I definitely know that we pass up way more talent than we employ, let's just say. And that's been my experience. So I don't understand how we can afford to alienate any one segment of the workforce. If your position is that there's a talent shortage, or there's going to be a talent shortage, and we don't exactly know how we're going to staff our positions or whom we're going to have from a succession standpoint to move throughout the organization and fill positions of people that may be moving on due to retirement or what have you. I don't understand how you can afford to alienate any one segment of the workforce. So this can go, I can go down the line of the great many segments, but in this particular case, for the purposes of this article, I'm talking about moms, and they will, I'm not saying that they prevent you from coming back to work. There's laws around those kinds of things, but women don't necessarily return to work with the same reality of what they think should happen. They may have been thriving, they may have been somebody up for the promotion prior to going and having a family. After the family, many companies aren't feeling like you're that promotable. If you need flexibility for whatever reason, that's also frowned upon. And it's frowned upon even in companies who actually have policies about flex work arrangements, which is fascinating to me. So, I can see somebody saying in rebuttal to me, well, Janine, if they have policies, plenty of companies have policies. And so, if they have a flex work policy, we're moving in the right direction. And it's like, well, yeah, we are, if they own that policy, if they actually put it in play, in practice, and allow people to utilize it. But if you just have a policy because you think it's faddish and it looks nice for you to be able to say you have a flex policy, you're sadly mistaken, because people will figure it out in time that you're not walking the talk. So, there are many, many hurdles for moms from an upward mobility standpoint, from the standpoint of if you decide to take a hiatus because you want to be with your kids for a certain amount of time and then decide you want to return to the workforce, what does your career trajectory look like? And so I explore all of that in the article, and also at the bottom of the article is last week's Ask Sarina Live episode, where I talk about returnships and moms returning to work and what's kind of going on out there. So if you haven't read it yet, definitely head over to the aristocracyofhr.com and check that out. Before I let you go, I also have to share this. So for this would be the second year I have been working with Work Like a Mother on different initiatives. And if you don't know who Work Like a Mother is, Work Like a Mother is owned by Dr. Hilary S. Berger. She is an educator, a psychologist in her own right, who is running this wonderful career transitioning business. And she basically works with the population of mothers, although she will work with pretty much any woman, but more specifically, she's focused on mothers and helping them reinvent themselves, reimagine what their careers can look like, and helping them upskill as well. So she approaches it from a career transitional standpoint as well as a therapeutic standpoint. And that's been pretty much the focus of her work. In recent years, she and I have become colleagues as well as good friends, and we kind of had this whole idea of having an academy some years ago, and she was able to kind of put those things together, along with us talking quite a bit about what can be, and developed the academy last year. So we launched the academy last year, and I was called to be one of the social media instructors in said academy. Fast forward to this year, I'm extremely excited and extremely proud and honored, because I am not only the instructor but overseeing the social media and personal branding academy in general. So whereas the academy, we covered job search, social media, and personal branding, that was all one academy, and the curriculum was on different days, but it was just one academy. This year it's been broken apart, so there's my academy with the social media and personal branding piece, And then we also have a job search academy that is being ran in conjunction with Indeed.com. Yes, people, Indeed.com. And so basically this allows participants to choose the learning track that is most pertinent to their immediate needs. So they can take the social media and personal branding with me and do that, and just do that, and or they can do the job search, or they can do both. But we're really excited to have a second group of women to work with this year, and I am just humbled and just really excited about working with other moms. I mean, I'm a mom myself, so it's just a really nice and natural progression for me to be able to help women who may have lost their way a little bit get back on track, get the skills they need, get the knowledge that they need to be marketable in the marketplace, in the workplace. So I will be kicking off April 5th. And then my courses go through May 17th, and then I believe May 5th through June 5th will be the Job Search Academy. So we're actually waiting for the website to kind of finish up. But if you are interested, if you live in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut, definitely feel free to reach out at talentinov@gmail.com, and I can certainly point you in the right direction and get you registered. Or if you know anybody that would benefit from this, I'd be happy to have offline conversations and ensure that you get the information you need and get registered. So just wanted to throw that out there because I am extremely proud of it, and it warrants some buzz. And so buzz, 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 buzz. You know now, and tell a friend, tell a friend. So that's what's going on in my world at the moment. It is about 1:39 up and through here, and I have been up a really long time. So I'm going to bid you guys adieu. Thank you so much for watching. And if I didn't say it already, don't forget to subscribe, please. I really, really aim to give you guys the value that you deserve just for watching. So please subscribe. I would love it. I would appreciate it. And with that, I bid you adieu. Have a great rest of the week and a great weekend. Take care. Bye.